and digital foundation. I know in today's world, most of the things are happening online. And when you talk about personal branding, most people confuse what is personal branding. That's why we are here today to decode and learn about personal branding. As you can see in today's world, your opportunities are not determined by what you know, but by how you are perceived. And where do we get this perception? We get this perception from how we portray ourselves in the digital world. Everything now is stored digitally from your application. Everything is being done digitally in one way or another. Your information is in digital space, whether you like it or not, because everything we are doing, even from school, hospitals, anywhere, they will be asking you about this information, about your information, and your information will go digital. So personal branding is something we all need to embrace, because regardless of how we try to hide, it will catch up with us. And that's not what we really want to happen, because each and every one of us is looking for opportunities in different sectors. And these opportunities comes when we are digitally present, because you can't say today I'll be just looking for work manually, working door to door or company to company, looking for job. You will be tired before you know. The reason why you should have a strong personal brand is to help you before even you start looking for work. Maybe somebody else is looking for someone, and before you know, they notice you, and that's how you will get hired. So without wasting much time, let's learn, or let's dive into personal branding. If you ask or if we ask ourselves what is personal branding, what do you think personal brand? Even without looking at what we or what I'm presenting, what is your impression about personal branding? What do you know about personal? Sorry, what do you know about personal branding? I just need one or two uh, people to explain to me in their own words, even without referring to what it's on screen, what they believe about personal branding. It's random. You can just raise your hand, and Benson will give you a chance. You share what you know about personal branding. Then we can proceed from there. Please just some few 2 minutes, and then you can proceed. Anyone can raise your hand, and then you tell me what is personal branding from your belief, or what you've known since you became digitally active.
Okay. Also, if you're in any other place, you can just type in the chat section. Maybe we can be able to read it out.
Yeah, sure. That's anyone. I'm waiting.
Okay, since I can see no one, maybe I can give it a try. I hope. Okay, someone is here. Malish Kennedy is like, for me, personal branding is an individual mark or identity. Then Zara Adams is like how people remember you. Okay, so that is what Malish and Zara has wrote in the chat. Okay, maybe Zara, you can highlight more about what you mean, how people remember you as a personal identity. Uh, Meanwhile, according to own view, personal identity is like a deliberate or intentional way or an effort of influencing how people perceive you. For instance, what you do, the skills you have, and all the likes. So, in simplicity, that's how I understand personal branding. Maybe someone has a different view. You can also give us things. So, Emmanuel, I think you can proceed based on the two answers of Malish Kennedy and Zara Adams.
Yeah, thank you so much, Benson. No, this session should be an active session because it's something we all experience on a daily basis. And as we continue, this is the first assignment I'm giving to you, each and everyone. I am quite sure that each and every one of you have different social media platforms. What I need you to do, if it's possible, go to your social media. If you can access now, go to your social media, your favorite. There's no your favorite social media that you normally use, and you go to your profile. And then on your profile, what I need you to do, you take a screenshot of your profile. You know how to do that, and then you share here on Google. We'll be referring to it as we continue. So everyone, I am sure you've got what I said. Depending Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, any, and then you share here. Then I will proceed from there as we continue. Anyways, we can proceed. So, what is personal branding? I am sure, Benson, my screen is still visible.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. When we talk about personal branding, it is the intentional positioning of your skills, values, and expertise. It is the intentional positioning of your skills, values, and expertise. This is your identity. This is something that you are putting out there for people to know and understand about you. This is something you know. You don't just identify yourself by something that you don't know or something that you feel like you will learn later. This is something that you know you have perfected it, and you are 100% sure that anytime you get an opportunity related to what you've highlighted out there, you can deliver. The perception of others form about you professionally. Professionally now is on our daily, day-to-day activity. Assuming maybe you are a teacher, you are an entrepreneur, a businessman, anything. That is a perception. That is your identity. When you go out there, you will hear people saying that is a teacher, that's a lecturer, that's a what? That is personal branding. Personal branding alone does not mean like what people can see or what people see online. It is you. It's who you are. Even without somebody referring somewhere, that's what they know you for. You are an engineer. That is your brand. But now, what makes this personal branding interesting is that now, instead of you just some few people knowing you as an engineer, social media came, and now social media is helping you or helping others to understand more about who you are. They are looking for an engineer, or they are looking for a lecturer. Last week you learned about LinkedIn, and LinkedIn in general is a professional platform that connects recruiters and job seekers. Mostly that's where you find most of the people have got their current jobs through LinkedIn, because that's where you people post jobs. That's where you find recruiters. That's where you find CEOs. And the way you position yourself there depends on how long it will take you to get whatever you are looking for. Assuming now you are a social media manager, what does a media manager do? Social media manager does they manage their social media for brands, these companies, or even individuals. So The way you portray yourself, the way you share your expertise determine how long it will take you to land that kind of job you've been looking for. But personal branding alone cannot stand on its own. Yes, you have a brand, you have you know you are a social media manager, you can deliver, you have the skills, but without consistency, what will happen? Because for people to know you, you should be consistent. That means you should be sharing your expertise day in, day out, without thinking of I've been doing this for the past 2 years. Nobody is noticing me. Nobody have not got anything. No, personal brand does not take a day or two. It takes long. Some even took 10 years to get a breakthrough through social media. So it's combination of different factors that comes up together, and then before you know, you get whatever you've been looking for. Let's look at this case study. Here, everybody, this is a case study of case number one. We have uh, Roman Brenda, who is the founder of Build Your Self, and here we have the other random guy. So what happens here? What happens? If you can see from this case study, let me reduce a little bit so that you can see. If you see this case study, if you take an example from the first case study or the first profile and the second profile, you can notice some difference. And since we are learning about this today, and this is what you will be doing, I need 4 people to tell me the difference between the first profile and the second profile, and why the first profile is better than the second profile. I'm waiting on the chat, not even on the chat. I'm here now on the session. I want 2 people, or I want 2 people to tell me the difference. The one to tell me what is wrong with the first one and the second one. Then we can proceed from there. And I need to see people raising their hands. Kindly, guys, this is an interactive session. It will not be just I will pick somebody random. Yes, Lumumba James, please, you can unmute and tell us the difference between the first profile and the second profile. Here, I hope you can see this profile. So you can unmute and tell us the difference.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, based on the first one, I think is a bit clear, the background, and there are actually two photos of the same person, and I think the writing, it actually gives more about what the person is all about, or actually the skills, and actually, you know, what the person can do better. And then the second one, I think it is actually just only the picture, and the background is not even all that visible and attractive. I think this is what I can say. But the first one is actually good according to me. Thank you.
That's good, Lumumba James. Somebody else? Then you can proceed. Anybody
There is
else?
comment under the chat. Malish is saying the first profile has a well-written profile header, which is not the case. Second one.
Good. Please, Benson, if there are more comments, you will let me know and read. So technically, these 2 people, they don't really have same background or similar qualification. But from what you can see from the first one and the second one, there is a big a huge difference. And I'm passing this question now to you. If you check your profile, wherever, if it's LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, or maybe TikTok, what do you see? That's a personal reflection. What do you see? Because these systems were designed for you to use them. If you can see from these two different profiles, the first one, let's even start from the cover image. This one, the second one does not have any cover image at all. But the first one has a cover image. What does that tell you? That this cover image was being designed to help you. But if you are not leveraging it in the first place, that means you are missing it. Because they knew whatever information you have cannot fit everywhere. And by us creating another space that you can maximize and maybe write something about yourself, it will bring more vibe to your profile. Because I'll be much interested to see or learn more about the first profile. Because why? There is clarity. First of all, there is clarity. If you can see from the alpha image, it's saying turning complexity into clear system. What does that mean? It gives you an idea of what this person does. But if you see the second one, this is just somebody saying I'm an economist. Everybody can be economist. Everyone can be an economist. But what is your focus? What is your major as an economist? Economist of what? We don't know. So I will not be even interested to check or learn more about it. That's why you find most of the recruiters, most of them, they'll be asking you, please add your LinkedIn profile in your application. Why? Because they know we cannot just charge you by the way you show us or by the way you show up on your CV. We need to see if you are really serious about this job or you are not. And where they will understand your seriousness is by accessing your LinkedIn profile, because they know this is where you should be more organized. But if you're not organized now, if your LinkedIn now looks like this, the second one, regardless of whatever qualification you have, even if you have a PhD and it looks like this, nobody will give you work or nobody will hire. That's why you see personal brands nowadays are very, 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 very important. You cannot just look down upon personal branding, thinking that now, despite of you having what you have, people will just assume. No, because being organized starts from you. If you're organized in somewhere else and you're not in other place, that means you are not serious. Because if you are serious, you should make sure that everywhere, from my CV, from my socials, they are all the same. If you see about the headings of the first one, you see everything about this person. You learn everything. Who is she? What does she do? And who does she help? But the second one, nothing. That's why you see from these profiles, technically they are not same skill or they are different skills. But what you see is that even if these people are competing in a race of something that maybe they have in similar, the first one will win even before starting, because you see, this is what I want for my company. This is what I want for my business. That's how recruiters will hire other people and leave you behind. And you will be asking yourself, what happened to me? What happened to me? But it's not even about you. It's about how you're presenting yourself. Visibility and positioning often determine access to opportunities. That is the conclusion of this case study. Let's proceed. How to brand. First of all, how are you supposed to brand? Your brand must be consistent everywhere. Because if you go back here, in this case study, I'm 100% sure that you'll find the same things you find here on this case study number 1. On Facebook, on LinkedIn, on X, depending on the platforms that she's available or she is visible, you'll find the same thing. Because remember, somebody will be looking for you on LinkedIn. Other people will be looking for you on other platforms. No, not everyone is on LinkedIn. Not everyone is on Facebook. That's why you don't focus only on one profile, because you find that even though somebody has requested for you or requested your LinkedIn profile, you find that others will do a background check to determine, apart from how you are showing up on LinkedIn, or what else are you doing on other platforms? Because if on LinkedIn you are displaying yourself as an engineer, and on Facebook you are talking about politics, they are two different things, really two different things, and you will not. No organization will hire such a person, because those are two different things. They want somebody who is committed. They want somebody who knows what he is or she is supposed to be doing. That's why while you're starting your career, you need to make sure, or you need to understand that this is where I want to be and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. If you decide to take this path, or if you decide to choose this kind of things, that's what you're going to do forever, if it will work for you. If it doesn't work, you'll have to find something else. But if that's what you know and it's something you're passionate about doing, that means you should perfect it and everything should be the same. Because the first thing somebody or many people do is forming an opinion. We all form an opinion. By the time you just see something, you form an opinion. Depending, it might be negative, it might be positive. But or we all know that regardless of our opinions, it has impact on what will happen next. So what impression are you leaving with these kind of people you want to get opportunities from? What kind of impression are you leaving? Are you leaving an impression of questioning, or are you leaving an impression of clarity? Because it's about your professionalism, your credibility, and your value. If they don't see any of these three, they don't have a reason to give you the opportunity you've been looking for. That's it about branding. That's it about personal brand. That's why it is personal brand. It's not it is you. It is personal. And the way you treat it, or the way you take care of your personal brand, that's how you will benefit or lose. Last week you learned about LinkedIn profiles. Before we even continue, what was it that you learned about LinkedIn? What do you understand about LinkedIn? Somebody or someone to type something on the chatbot. Because you can choose to focus only on one LinkedIn, on one social media platform, depending on what you need for yourself. But the most focus for us today is LinkedIn, because that is where you will get opportunities. That is where you'll get the recruiters. Most of them are found there. They are going there to look for people or individuals who are serious about their work. Let's proceed. So, what do you do now? What next? Before even building your personal brand, what do you need in order for you to have a strong and powerful personal brand? First of all, you need to know your identity. Who are you professionally? Personally, I am a full stack developer. That's my identity. That's what I do. I develop websites. Who are you? What is your personal identity? Are you a software developer? Are you a career coach? Are you an entrepreneur or a creative designer? As I said earlier, this is an interactive session. So before we, as we continue on, uh, everyone should write on the chatbot who you are or who you want to be. If you are yet to understand your identity, you know something that you would like to be. So I'm waiting to see who are we.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, we can be writing. I think the first person is Vera Shapshop. She says she's a human resource professional. Thank you, Vera. The rest, please, let's keep it flowing.
Guys, let's continue writing our identity. Remember, it starts from you. It starts from yourself. You don't even have to say, I want to be. You just have to own it.
Yes.
It's what you want to be. So don't be afraid or don't be ashamed of saying what you want to be because that's you are.
Yeah, sure. The rest, can we follow up? James, we have Kennedy, Sijali, Jocelyn. Can we please know, yeah, your brand, your identity? Please tell us what you do. You never know, you may find clients around. Like here, Emmanuel said he's a software developer, sorry, website developer, something. Yeah, you never know, one of you needs a website, so you can link up with him. And also the others. Please let's identify ourselves. Yes, Farid said he's a passionate wash practitioner with over 4 years experience in managing software and hardware components of wash. Okay. Lumumba is a data scientist.
Malish Kennedy, procurement and logistics. That's nice. Sijali Joy, human resource management student. Okay, that's also nice. We still have a lot of people. Please, guys, please let's own up and communication officer. That's nice. That's nice. Benson, you will check and read out as I proceed. So your identity is general. So as I said, personally, I said I'm a full stack developer, but it's general. We have tons of full stack developers. That is your identity. The second one is your niche. As a full stack developer, what do I do? Personally, what do I do? Or as an entrepreneur or a career coach, what do you do? Personally, a web developer will help organizations build digital systems. You can be a career coach for graduates, or you can be a personal finance for youth. What is niching? Because when we talk about our niche, it is that specific thing you want to do. Because you find that as a software developer or as a career coach, we have a lot of career coaches or entrepreneurs. But all this type of people focus on one thing because you cannot be a jack of all trades. Yes, you can be doing other things, but you have that primary thing that you are known of, or you have everybody knows you. When we talk about Benson, we know Benson does 1, 2, 3. We know Benson does this. When we talk about Joy, we know Joy does this. That one specific thing. So that's what we call niching down your career. Because in the process of building personal brand, you don't want to be known for that guy who can do 10 things at once. No, nobody will hire you or nobody will give you work because they are looking for that one expert who knows how to do one thing, that one specific thing. That's what we call niching down. Web developer for businesses. That means your focus is only about business. It's not about schools. It's not about hospitals. It's not about farming. It's about business people. You are helping business people get websites for their businesses. You are a career coach for graduates. That means you are helping graduates, those who just completed their tertiary education, to help them on their career journey. You are a personal finance officer for youth. Your focus is only for youth. Those people who are still young, they are still learning on how to manage their personal finances. That's what you are doing. Because if I say now I'm just a web developer or a HR professional, let me take you back to the case study. As you can see on this case study, what is happening here is the general thing is that Brenda is a HR professional. She's also a leadership advisor and a founder. But what does she do when it comes to her niche? She helps mission-driven organizations build people-centered systems and governance that allows them to operate ethically, clearly, and sustainably. I hope we are still. I hope we are still together. I hope you are understanding now what is it about personal branding.
Yeah, sure.
The next is your audience. So you know your identity, you know your niche. Now you go to your audience because identity and niche alone will not, or is not enough. Who are you speaking to? You said you are a web developer for who? When you say business, it's still broad. Say business owners. So you have narrowed down from business. Anyone can be a business. Anyone can have business. Or you said you are a HR professional, or you are a personal finance officer for who? For youth. Youth can be everybody from, I don't know, 16 years to how many years. So when you say students, you have narrowed down now to students. Students, those people who are still in campus and maybe in colleges. When you say I'm a career coach for graduates, I can be a graduate, but I'm not currently looking for a job. So you narrow down to your audience. I am a career coach who helps graduates. Everyone can be a graduate. I can be a graduate and a business owner. That means I'm not looking for a job. You narrow down to a job seeker. And then now number 4 is your message. What should people remember you for? You help them with what? Growth, technology, leadership, or career development. As a career coach, what is your message? Definitely, it's about career development. It's about helping this person understand their value first before getting into something else. You are helping them transition from who they are at that moment to somebody better or someone who is much better than the way you made them. That is your message. That's what you are helping them to accomplish. Your message should be about your skills, about your journey, what you learned, and about helping somebody else get what they don't have. That's about that's it about personal branding. You are putting yourself in a position whereby somebody can learn something in a short period of time without looking for more or without looking for more information. You're putting yourself out there so that anyone who comes across your post or comes across your profile will be able to grasp whatever you are doing and understand you immediately without looking for more details. I'm sure most of us have been asked maybe in one way or another that maybe you go somewhere, you are looking for a job and they're asking you for testimonials or they're asking you for referees. They want to confirm if maybe what you wrote is actually is the truth. And some people are not even asked about those things. Why? Have you sat down and ask yourself, why do I need to provide reference while somebody else does not need to provide any reference? Because it's how they position themselves, it's how they are known. So you don't even need to ask somebody else about what they know about that particular person. Let me even give you an example. You have your famous singer in your location. If you really need somebody for an event, you know that one particular person that you are 100% sure that I even don't need to know anything or need to confirm anything about this person. I just have to find this contact code and pay him to come and perform in my event. Why? Because you know him through where? Through their social medias. Because they are out there. They have been there for a very long time. They have the audience. They have the reference already because this is what they have been doing again and again and again. So it is very much easier for you to make that decision without looking for justification or without looking for something to confirm or to convince you again that this is the right person. It's because of their personal brands and how they build over time. Let's talk about branding principles. What do we need to brand ourselves? For example, what we were seeing on this case study. Let's go back. What do we have in this case study? First of all, branding principles is that we should have a clear profile picture that is professional, not a random selfie you took in the woods or in the river. You need something professional. As you can see also, there is a difference between the two. This one is a professional profile picture. Also, there is the headline. You have the name and then the headline. The headline now is the one that gives somebody a glimpse of who you are. So I am a founder, I'm a HR professional, I am a web developer, I am a HR professional, I am, data scientist, you name them. And then the above. Professional, profile picture, and then consistent username if possible. Now, we have, maybe assuming personally, I have maybe like 5 social media pages. On LinkedIn, I'm calling myself Manuel Courage. Maybe you find me on YouTube, on Facebook, I'm calling myself maybe Rodriguez or something else. Do you think that will help me in any way if somebody wants to give me a branding deal or an opportunity? Because I'm trying to look, they are trying to look for you. They're doing a background check on your social media because they know, since you branded yourself this kind or this on LinkedIn, you should also be on the other social media platforms. So they are looking for you, but they can't find you. Or when they ask you to share your social media platforms, you are sharing different social media. And then other one is saying the first name, the other one is saying the second name, the other is saying a different name. Everything should be consistent. If you are using your name Benson on LinkedIn, it should be also Benson on Facebook, Benson username. You find that these social media platforms have different naming systems. So make sure that the name that you are choosing should be uniform in all your social media platforms. You cannot be saying I am a HR professional on LinkedIn, and then on Facebook you are a gym instructor. That's what clear bio stroke description means. That's why I said niching down. That's why we discuss about niching down. When you focus on branding yourself, you don't brand yourself with 10 different things. You just choose one that's specific. You can do other things on the ground, but on your digital platforms, you choose one thing. You've seen this. You have seen this. Even writers, you've seen them. All their social media are the same. And if they're having something else they are doing, they will create a different social media for the other things. But they will focus on this one thing that they are passionate about. They know they can do best. And also, you should know your tone and your message. Because personally, as a web developer, most of the things that I deal with are technical. It cannot be compared to maybe a dentist. Let's say, for example, a dentist. Because personally, I deal with software, I deal with coding. They are much technical. But when you are a dentist, you are handling somebody's body. Me, I handle computers. So you cannot tell me the tone of a computer and a tone of handling somebody with emotions are the same. No, they are not the same. They are two different things. That means your tone should go one in one with your niche. You are a communication officer. Ida said I'm a communication officer. So what does communication officer supposed to do? You are somebody who should be welcoming, you know? You cannot be a communication officer and you are roaring. People even can see you and they are scared of talking to you. What? It does not work like that. Your tone and message should go the same way. I hope we are together.
Yes.
Let's see why positioning matters. So we've talked about the branding. We talked about branding principles. Now, after branding principles, we are shifting now to what we call positioning. That's how it's how you present yourself. And what is position, first of all? Position combined 3 things. Number 1, it's skills. Number 2, it's audience. And number 3 is problem. I hope you are following the structure. First of all, we talked about your identity, right? In the foundation, first we talk about your identity, and then we talked about your niche. After your niche, we talked about your audience, and then your message. After now making sure that all these four things are aligned together, you want to position yourself now so that people can find you. Because remember, you have uh, different people, or we have a lot of them doing the same thing. They have niched down the way you did. But what is the difference? What is the defining factor between me and Benson, assuming we are both web developers? That's why positioning matters. You'll say, examples here is I'm a web developer supporting small businesses with online presence. You know, small business. I'm not talking about big business or companies. Benson can be a web developer supporting CEOs with online presence. So there's difference between small businesses and a CEO. Somebody else can be a web developer supporting non-governmental organization with online presence. So the difference is your positioning. Me, I help. Maybe I'm helping a non-governmental organization. Benson is supporting small business organization or small business, and somebody else is helping CEOs. When we talk about now CEOs, it's an individual. You are a business owner, but you have your company on a different, and now you have you yourself. You are a CEO of a certain company, and you want to be helped with online presence. That means you want a portfolio website. Compared to a web developer who supports business or who supports non-governmental organization with online presence, or even a web developer supporting small businesses. So when we talk about small business now, this is an individual company. It's not somebody. It's not one person. It's a business. That means it comprises a lot of people. So this one goes out as a company. So this is a business website. It's not a personal website again. Compared now to the other person supporting NGOs with social media presence. I hope you understand how these things work. A career mentor guiding graduates into the job market. Yes, you narrow down and you said I'm a career coach. Helping who? Helping graduates. As I said, anyone can be a graduate. I am a graduate, maybe, and I own my business. You are a graduate and you are a job seeker. You are a graduate and you want to transition from one point to another. So you have this career mentor guiding graduates into the job market. Are you ready for the job market? You understand now this type of, as a HR professional, what do we need? How much is, or what is the salary of an HR professional? When your profile is unclear, people cannot easily understand your value. Yes, you might have a lot. You have the skills, you have the audience, you solve problem. But when your profile is unclear, nobody can understand your value because you are not out there. You are not clear enough for people to understand what you do. Opportunities become inconsistent because today you get this and tomorrow you don't, because nobody understands what you do. Somebody might be interested really to give you these opportunities, but they don't understand what you do. They find it hard to understand what type of work or what is your focus. You are overlooked not because you lack ability, but because you lack clarity. Somebody will think like, oh, this is the kind of person I buy. Maybe he or she will be much expensive. And yet maybe you are not even charging. Maybe even whatever services you're offering are free because of how you are positioning yourself. Let's take this case study also. Then we understand about the clear and unclear position. So this one from the same from the first profile. Now this one is a general. You are an economist. You have maybe 30 million people who are economists. How can we narrow down that you are the best economist, or will you know what you are doing? Compared to the specific one that is saying, I help mission-driven organization build people-centered system and governance. Can you see the difference between the two? That's it about positioning. Now, after you've positioned yourself, you know now all the things. Let's go now to understanding. Our focus today, as I said earlier, is LinkedIn, because this is where you will get the opportunities you are looking for. You have learned all these things so that you can build, or you can create a strong social media presence. And the first one is LinkedIn. That's what you need right now. You can build other social media later, but that's what you need right now. So after understanding now everything, it is time now for action. You build or you understand first your LinkedIn, profile. LinkedIn is designed for what? It's designed for career development, networking, and professional visibility. And in this case, I will be using my LinkedIn as a case study for this session. And with your permission now, I will stop sharing this screen and go directly to open my LinkedIn profile, and then we can all see and understand what we are supposed to do, or what you are supposed to do. Okay? Before I continue to LinkedIn, does anybody have a question or a concern about what we have learned?
Yeah, if you have a question or a concern, if you're not able to speak up, then you can just leave it in the chat box. You can read it loud. Thank you. I think for now there's no one else. You can continue, Emmanuel.
My screen is still visible?
Yeah, sure. But you
Can
need
you
to
see?
share the slide. The slides are not visible.
No, I'm sharing now
Yeah, your screen is visible.
my LinkedIn. I hope my screen is visible now. You can see my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this is a case study we see on understanding LinkedIn. Sorry about that. So first we have the profile picture, and I guess this is the profile picture I've been using for some time now, and it's on all my social media platforms. First, you see the name, and then you go to the headline. The headline says you go to full stack developer. So I'm introducing now my identity as a full stack web developer. And what is my need? I help organizations replace chaos with systems that actually carry their work by designing and building scalable digital systems that reduce manual efforts, errors, and burnout. Why is your headline important? It's important because most of the time you find that a lot of people don't have time to go through your entire LinkedIn profile. What they just have is uh, your headline. So before they go, as you say, people create perceptions, and whatever they see or what you see immediately creates a negative or a positive impression. So when somebody says even your profile picture is off, nobody will be interested to read what you have or to understand what you have inside your profile. So you should be in a position whereby you are attracting your audience, you are attracting people to visit your profile. Because the more they visit, the more you find that the more you find somebody who is interested in your values or what you have to offer. And these systems were designed in a very nice way that somebody can just see something they like, and that's how you get the opportunities you've been looking for. Then you have your contact. So here we have the location, and then you have contact info. So it will be easier if somebody likes now what I'm doing, even before going to see my work, they can just contact me here. So when they click contact, they will see my contact information. As easy as that. And then also if you have a website, or if you have any link that you need, or a case study that you have done before and somebody should see, that's what they should do. They can find you here. And then you come to the next now. If I scroll down, we have the about section. What does about section say, or how are you supposed to put yourself out there so that people can understand you clearly? About section is not majorly about what you know. It's about the problem you can solve. I hope everybody can see. You can go through my about section, and what you get, your first impression first, is not even about what I do. It's the problem that most organizations don't fail because of less people who talent. They fail because their system correctly turn capable people into compensators. What does that mean? That is a problem. And then as you read, you find out to understand what I'm doing. So this is a problem. How am I solving the problem? You don't just come and say, I'm a web developer. I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, every developer will do that 1, 2, 3, 4. Every other person will do the same. But what is that defining factor that will narrow you, or that will get you out there to be the best compared to others? It's how you are positioned. Now, this is position. This is how you are putting yourself out there for people to know you, or for people to understand more about you. And then when you go down, you see the services. It does the services. What are the services? First of all, it's web development, because that's my primary thing. That's what I do. I'm a web developer, though I design a website. So it's web development. Apart from other things that you see, SEO, database development, brand consulting, backup and recovery system, computer networking, computer repair, IT consulting, copywriting. My primary focus is web development. So your priority should be something that you are doing that you know you can deliver best, and then the rest will follow. And then the next point is the featured section. On LinkedIn you have the featured section. This is mostly where you, if you have something or you have done something that you feel like some people should know, this is where you this is where you can put your featured post or the link or anything. As you can see from here, I have here is a link, and here is a new link. And then when we proceed, these are just a normal post. And then now the experience section. The experience section is where you are telling the recruiter what you can do, what have you been doing. So you explain. You don't just list like I am a career coach. So being a career coach, everybody can be a career coach. What have you done, or what did you do? So you write all your achievements in this. You list everything. You even give case studies. As you can see, personally, being a digital strategist and web developer, what I have done. This is what I have done. I did 1, 2, 3, and 4. As a leader web developer, what did I do? I did 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the websites that I have developed. You see? And then you come to your education apps. What is your qualifications? You did, what have you done? Or what is your qualification? You name everything the way it is. You list, or if you have to explain, you explain, so the recruiter does not need to be asking you about I need also this and this, I need clarification on this, I need clarification on that. No. You just make sure that if you send this your LinkedIn profile to somebody, they are able to understand, they are able to get what you are doing without asking you for any further clarification or anything. They should decide on their own if they want to continue with you or not. But you make sure that you've given them enough information they need. And then the last part is license and certification. That's where you share your certification, what you have done. Then now we come back to now posting. When we talk about personal branding is not just polishing your social media and living the way it is. What do you know about what you are doing? Because for me, to get what I have now, or to get the clients that I have, it's not because of just polishing my LinkedIn profile. It's because of putting myself out there, posting on what I know. The challenges, the problems, and the solutions. And that's where we talk about your message and your tone. As I said earlier, as a web developer, there's how you present your tone compared to somebody else. Is your tone emotionally resonating to the kind of audience you want to? Because my focus, as we saw earlier, it's I want to help organizations replace chaos with system. Most likely for the organization to find that most of the organizations have most of the organization fail because maybe they don't have a digital presence, or if they have digital presence, they are lacking. You find that they have done a lot on the background, but they are not out there to be seen. And when they are not out there to be seen with this digital era, they are missing opportunities. You find that they have a website, but this website, the links are broken. You are trying to access somewhere, or you are trying to even book a consultation. You cannot because the website is broken. Those are chaos with the systems. So that's what I'm trying to do. So assuming now you are a career coach, what do you do? As a career coach, what do you do? You find that, yes, this person has studied, he or she is a graduate. She has papers, she can do the work. But now this kind of person does not know how to package him or herself in that CV to be able to be to put themselves out there to be noticed. So you are sending application each and every day, but nobody is coming back because you have not positioned yourself. Yes, you have everything it takes, but now how you are writing it, how you are writing your CV is not good. That's why you find that career coach now is trying to help you understand that this is you want to apply for a HR provision. As an HR provision, you should know 1, 2, 3. You should have this kind of skills because these are the things that will help you get a job. But you find now you are just listing things that you know without anything or without solving any problem. Remember, each and every organization are looking for somebody or are looking for employees to solve a problem. You cannot be just in an organization and you are doing nothing and you are a liability, you are not solving any problem. So the question you should ask yourself is this: what am I doing? What problem am I solving? As an IT expert, as an HR professional, what am I solving? And by doing that now, knowing that this is the problem, how am I going now to brand myself so that people can know what I'm doing? That's where you come, you polish your social media, and then you put yourself out there. There are many ways of getting opportunities. It just depends on how you're positioning yourself, how you're branding yourself. Because maybe you have been applying and not getting any job. But now you can decide, I want to stop doing this and I want first to brand myself, to say what I know, to put out what I know so that people can understand. Because not everyone who works today applied. You find some were just referrals. They were referred by somebody like, I know this guy, he or she can do. Some decided to go this way of personal branding, of branding their socials so that they can be seen by people. And by doing so, they got what they wanted. It's not only about you applying through the CVs, writing the application each and every time, because this is another application. This is another CV, a digital CV that does not sit in your phone. It is out there. People can see. So there's a difference now between the PDF you are having and this one, because this one people can be searching online and they can get you. If I ask you now a simple thing that you will do, you search yourself, type yourself, what will you get? Hmm? Who is okay? Who is okay to do this? Anybody who wants me to search him here, and then we see what is the result. You can even do it with Google. Just share your name and we search on Google. We see if you really exist digitally or you don't. And then finally, I will search myself, and then you will see the difference, or any other person. Okay, the first one is Tahrir Brown. Let me copy and I hope you still. I hope my Benson, my LinkedIn is still visible, right?
Yeah, yours is still visible.
So let's try Tahrir Brown. Tahrir Brown, is this you?
Yeah.
As an individual active on social media, specifically posting content related to cultural tradition, such as follow traditional dance. But Tarir Brown, is this you or is this another Tarir Brown?
That's
That's you.
yeah, it's me.
It's you. This is good. As you can see now, Google has some information about Tarir Brown. The YouTube, you see, the Facebook Tarir Brown, content focus, traditional dance, and personal update. This is what you do, Tarir Brown. Okay, this is nice. You see now, all the social medias. We have the YouTube, we have the Facebook, we have the Instagram. Who else? We have seen about let's say Veronica or Benson. Let's go with Benson first. Benson, I hope you are there to confirm if it's you. Benson,
Yes.
is this you?
Yeah, that's a Facebook page I run here.
And then this is your LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay. This is your Facebook?
Yes.
Benson. You see now you have a lot of information, so you cannot even get lost. Can find you easily on Google. Nice. Nice. Who else? Veronica. Okay, I can see Veronica here. Let's try and search for Veronica. Guys, we are Veronica again. Veronica, is this you? Benson will confirm if I can't see the chat. Veronica?
Yeah. See, Veronica is accepting that yes, she's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's me.
This is you.
The one down there with the
Which
with the
one?
nini, with the traditional attire.
This one.
Happy Women's Day. Yes.
Oh. This this is good. Wow.
Yes.
Very nice. Who else? Who else? Julius. Let's see, Julius. Julius, this is you.
No, not yet. I'm not seeing myself.
You're not seeing yourself. Let's see.
You just add the second name, it will appear.
What is okay? Share your second name.
I have shared it in the chat there.
Waiting. Julius, I'm waiting to share your name. Meanwhile, let's search for share your second name.
Not yet there.
Not yet.
My second name. It
What
is
is
there
your what is your second name?
Ugwak is U GW and then AK.
And then your last name?
Ukongo. It's not there, right?
It's not there. I can't. You can type your last name here. Meanwhile, let me search for just share your last name. Let me search. Meanwhile, I search this other person. Joke. I hope we will find you. This is you. Joke, swore joke pork. I hope that is the correct spelling or pronunciation.
That is me.
That is you.
Yeah, that's me.
Ah, nice. So this is you see everything your social Facebook, even threads. Oh, this is nice. And your LinkedIn. Mhm. This is your yeah, this is nice. This is really, 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 really nice. Who else? Let's search for Julius. Julius, I think you are not available because the one we are looking at here is not there. When we said Julius, I'm not sure. Kennedy. Let's look for Kennedy. Malish Kennedy Yusuf. Kennedy, this is you.
That's me.
This is not you.
I am the one, sir.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, sir.
This is nice. Kennedy. I'm a dedicated logistics and supply chain. Okay. Very nice. Who else? Sijali Joy. I need 2 more people and then we can proceed. Sijali Joy. Sijali Joy, this is you.
Yeah, it's me.
Wow. Great. Who else need to be sad? Who else? Jen, Gino, I see your hand is up. Jen? Jen, do you mean that you want to be sad or you have another question?
I'm trying to say you search my name. I was tapping the chat box, but it's not opening. You search Jenny. If you
Jenny.
search Jenny, you will not get Jenny Gino.
This one.
Jenny.
That way?
Yeah.
We have Jenny Juno.
Gino.
It is CH or J. Is this your correct name?
Huh?
Is this your correct name?
Jino. Jenny Gino. I think so. That's the.
But now, no, you are not available. I'm trying. Jenny Gino, this one.
But is it not J-A-N-E?
Maybe you can search. Okay, you search. This Jenny Gino is for Facebook, huh? So maybe try search Jane Gino. Just Jane Gino, the one I'm using now.
Jane Gino. I don't know now which is which Jane. It's No. Unfortunately, it seems like you are unavailable on Google, Jane. Nope. Not there. Lumumba James. Lumumba James. Is this you, Lumumba James? James?
No, no. It is you the O, not you. It is you the O. So the
Here.
first L, okay. L-O, L-O.
Yeah, it is L-O. Lumumba. I just copied what you typed on the chat box. So this is your name? None of this is you.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you are using different names in your socials. Or you have a third name. Lumumba James. Okay, who else? So up to there, I guess we have gone to an end of personal branding and digital foundation. Now it's time for Q&A. You can ask your questions about the same, any clarification, anything you feel like you should understand about personal branding before we can wrap this up.
Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel. And there is an attendance form in the chat. You can click it and be filling. Meanwhile, if you have any question, inquiry, you can raise up your hand, and we can be able to get you. Thank you. Thank you also all for being around. We started around we're around 20 something, but only 12 people are left. So thank you for your patience and thank you for being around. Let's fill in the attendance. Meanwhile, we can ask. It has been one of a very good session that was really helpful. I believe most of you have got a lot of insights and something new that it will help us to brand ourselves professionally across all media, social media platforms. So I believe you people have a lot of questions because learning is a process. We cannot be that. Yeah, Jane, the attendance list is just before your message on the attendance on the chat link, so you can click it and fill in the attendance. Thank you. If you have a question, please raise up your hand, or you can just unmute and talk. Thank you. Or you can as well type it in the chat.
Yes, I'm waiting for questions from you. If you're silent, does that mean that you got everything, or you did not understand anything at all?
Yeah, sure. It is always challenging. I think most people have understood everything or have understood nothing because it is always challenging to
Yeah,
keep quiet. Yeah, it is
it's
always hard to understand what has been specified. But I believe most people understood, and that's personally according to me. Yeah. So maybe I'll have a small question. Let me check where I'd written it. Yeah. Okay. I was like based. You talked about being specific in the personal branding. Uh, in case you have two or more things that you do simultaneously, can it be a good practice to like run multiple social media platforms for different activities? Or of course, some of them can be aligning together. One can lead to the other. So I was like, is it a good practice to build social media platforms for different activities you do? For instance, personally, sometimes, okay, most times I'm a teacher. Then I also work in tech. I offer support, tech support, and also, yeah, I'm into web design and web development. So sometimes it does not relate well. Is it a good practice to run different social media handles or platforms or profiles for those kind of things? Thank you.
Thank you, Benson, for your question. And what I will say personally is not a good practice. What happens is that when we talk about personal branding, it should be something that you want to focus on. Assuming now you are as you said, you are a teacher, you are also a web developer, maybe you're also doing maybe data analyst on some other occasions. What happens is that being a teacher now is something you are doing. It's like maybe you are full time. Full time teacher. I don't know if you can clarify a teacher of what at least I can be able to understand. So a teacher maybe a secondary school you're teaching.
Yeah,
Can you
sure.
clarify that? Okay, if you are now a teacher of secondary school, that means you don't need to be to portray yourself as a teacher on social media, because that's something you are doing as as full-time job. Let's say now you have now two options as a data analyst or a web developer. So you compare which one are you good at. You are good at web development or data analyst, regardless of depending on which you know you can deliver on. Maybe you are good even both. But now when you're branding yourself online, you find that you first need to understand what is my goal, what am I looking at. If you are looking for clients, if you're looking for clients, maybe both as a web developer and as a data analyst, you narrow it down. Now I'm looking for clients, both. I can deliver both. Which one is more easy for me to get clients online? You can say now maybe web development, because you can post some things about web development and you can you'll get clients. So what you will go with is you will brand yourself now as Benson, who's a web developer fully. Yes, you have a background of data analyst, but you want to be known for something. You want to be known for web development. Of course, you are a teacher also and you are a data analyst, but we want to know your main focus. So in your bio, as I said, you can be, as you saw from the one from Brenda, she's a HR professional and also a leadership advisor. But the focus now is the HR professional. So you can be, your focus can be web developer. That is what you you want to showcase in your social. Everywhere as a web development. But in your branding now, in your daily branding, if you want to post, if you want to be doing content, you do content. But some days you post about maybe teaching, maybe once in a week, and data analysis. Depending, as I said, depending on your on what you want to be known for. Because you cannot say you want now to showcase yourself as a teacher on LinkedIn, and then on Facebook you are a web developer, and then on Instagram you are a data analyst. Nobody will know. You will be three different people, and that will not build your brand. You will be breaking before even you start. So it's not advisable unless if you really want to push this around your social media. You take one as a page. So if you think like you want to be you want to talk about now data analyst full time also, you can create a different page and you take that as a company. So there's a difference between a personal branding, not for one thing and something that are more related. Because also web development and data analyst, they are related, but not that much. That means if you are a web developer, you can be talking about something about data analysis. But if there are two different things, you can create now a separate page and you build that one as a company or as a different brand. But combining everything, two or three things together, it cannot work. So if you feel like any of it you really want to be online, it doesn't have that you to be the person bringing that online. You can create it as a company. Yes, you are behind the doors, but now you are the one running it. And also, if you want your face to be seen, also it's okay. But now there are different things. But when they are searching for you now as a Benson, they know we will find Benson as a web developer. I hope I'm clear. Benson left. Okay. Benson, I guess Benson left. Anyway, anybody else? I see build your best self. Your hand is up. Probably Brenda, please.
Thank you, Emmanuel, and good evening, everybody. I just want to echo a few things on the session. Today's session is one of those important sessions, and whether we realize it or not, every single one of us already has a personal brand. And the question for you should be, do you have a brand? No. The question is, what is your brand currently communicating about you? Because the kind of world we live in today, before people meet you physically, they often meet you digitally first. Sometimes through your LinkedIn profile, your social media posts, your comments, your photos, your communication style, even the things you choose to engage with online. And within seconds, people begin forming impression about your professionalism, your maturity, your credibility, your values, your competence. And that is the reality of the digital age that we currently live in. Can please mute yourself. Another element that relates to all of this that we often confuse is on identity, reputation, and visibility. These three things are different. Your identity is who you truly are. Your reputation is what people consistently experience from you. whereas your visibility is how often people see or hear about you. Now, here's the danger for most of us. Some people focus only on visibility without building identity. They want to be seen before they have developed a substance. They have created something of value. Others have strong identity and competence, but no visibility at all. So opportunities pass them by because nobody knows what they can do. So the goal for you is to be able to create a balance between the three. Build substance internally, then position yourself strategically externally. Because visibility without character becomes more of a performance, but character without visibility often remains hidden as well. So for you, you should be able to create a balance in the three. In terms of your digital footprint, many of us ignore this. Everything that you post online tells a story. Everything. Your comments, your photos, your language, your reposts. If you repost somebody's post, your arguments, your behavior. Sometimes people destroy professional opportunities because they forget that the internet remembers everything. Many employers now review online presence before interviews. And I'm one of those people who do that. For me, I first search you everywhere. And for those of us who've been searched on Google and we are not appearing, let's do something about that. The moment I see you apply for a role that I'm trying to recruit for, I go to Google and search you and see what kind of things that you do online. And I'm not the only person doing that. Most people do that these days. Recruiters, employers review online presence before interviews. Not because they expect perfection from you, no, but because digital behavior often reveals professionalism, maturity, judgment, values, and these are key things for me to look out for when I want to bring you on a team. And that is why it's important for you to be aware. And you should be asking yourself, if someone searched my name today, what story will they find? Will they see intentionality behind everything I do? Will they see professionalism? Will they see growth? Will they see leadership, maturity? Or will they see confusion and inconsistency? Part of growth is learning that not everything belongs online. For those of us who feel that everything must go online, you're in the wrong crowd. Some people post every emotion, every conflict, every frustration, everything online. But maturity is learning. Just because you feel something does not mean it must be published there. You should be able to protect yourself and protect your future opportunities, protect your reputation, protect your peace. Your online presence should support your future and not sabotage it. This does not mean that you should become fake in the process. It means becoming intentional. Many young professionals understand how to use social media socially, but very few understand how to use it strategically and safely. You must learn privacy awareness, protecting personal information, recognizing scams and manipulation, separating personal and professional boundaries, avoiding emotional postings, and then being also able to manage conflict online maturely. Because one careless online moment can affect years of hard work. We've seen people who've whose reputation, careers have been damaged in just one incident like that. Digital maturity is now part of professional maturity. It's very, very important for us to remember that. And in today's world, talent alone is no longer enough. So we must also learn how to position ourselves, communicate our values, protect our reputation, and also build intentional visibility online. Because opportunities are often attracted not only by competence. Remember that you may be the most skilled around the corner, but if nobody knows you're there, you will not be able to get that opportunity. There is clarity, there's credibility. Those are very important in today's world. We are not trying to teach you how to look important. We're trying to teach you how to become intentional about the story your life is communicating to the world. Thank you for participating in today's session. I don't know if His Benson is back, but I wish you all a very good evening. Thank you, and over to you, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you for your reflection. And I also want to take this time to thank each and every one of you who have stayed after this time for listening, participating, and also taking notes of the same. I just want to wish you a good evening. Take care of yourself. And if you don't have any questions, you are free to leave, and see you tomorrow.